I think all of our foreign policy should be subject to fresh eyes. I think one of the, I've said this before, I am very proud of the work I've done. I think I'm a better president now than when I started. But, you know, if you're here for 8 years in the bubble, you start seeing things a certain way, and you benefit from, the democracy benefits, America benefits from some new perspectives. And I think it should be not just the prerogative, but the obligation of a new president to examine everything that's been done and see what makes sense and what doesn't. That's what I did when I came in, and I'm assuming any new president's going to undertake those same exercises. And given the importance of the relationship between the United States and China, given how much is at stake in terms of the world economy, national security, our presence in the Asia-Pacific, China's increasing role in international affairs, there's probably no bilateral relationship that carries more significance, and where there's also the potential, if that relationship breaks down or goes into a full conflict mode, that everybody is worse off. So I think it's fine for him to take a look at it. What I've advised the president-elect is that across the board on foreign policy, you want to make sure that you're doing it in a systematic, deliberate, intentional way. And since there's only one president at a time, my advice to him has been that before he starts having a lot of interactions with foreign governments, other than the usual courtesy calls, that he should want to have his full team in place, that he should want his team to be fully briefed on what's gone on in the past and where the potential pitfalls may be, where the opportunities are, what we've learned from 8 years of experience, so that as he's then maybe taking foreign policy in a new direction, he's got all the information to make good decisions. And, by the way, that all of government is moving at the same time and singing from the same hymnal. And with respect to China, and let's just take the example of Taiwan, there has been a long-standing agreement, essentially, between China and the United States, and to some degree the Taiwanese, which is to not change the status quo. Taiwan operates differently than mainland China does. China views Taiwan as part of China, but recognizes that it has to approach Taiwan as an entity that has its own ways of doing things. The Taiwanese have agreed that as long as they're able to continue to function with some degree of autonomy, that they won't charge forward and declare independence. And that status quo, although not completely satisfactory to any of the parties involved, has kept the peace and allowed the Taiwanese to be a pretty successful and economy and a people who have a high degree of self-determination.